Oh my god, I left my hat. I'm looking scruffy. Don't look at my hair. I need a haircut. I'll be back. Shit. Fuck myself up. Okay. Okay. So, welcome back. Perry has a very short attention span, and after a while, he'd be over it, so we put him down to rest for the day. That's my shirt. Marvel. We got oh, Spider-Man, the Hulk, and Wolverine are here today, along with, the Red Ranger. You guys know he. Okay, so after watching last night's Keeping Up with Kardashian, or it was actually Sunday's Keeping Up with Kardashian. We're gonna do this without glasses. After watching it, I wanted to talk, and I've really been wanting to do a Dear Kardashians video, just like to have a civil conversation with all of them, because maybe it's not going to be very civil, but I just want to talk to all of them for a little while and address a couple of things that annoy me and some things that I like about them. Because, I can't take the good without the bad, or the bad without the good, if you will. So we're going to talk to them all. Who the hell knew? That was gross. Sorry, I've been drinking. New contact request. Oh, okay, I'll have to add that in a few minutes. Yeah, so we're going to talk to all of them. Kim, Chloe, Courtney, Kendall, Kylie, Chris, Rob, Bruce. Is that all of them? We might even talk to Mason and Penelope, but they don't really have much to say. So here we go. Let's start. Let's start on the good note. Let's start with Kim. Hey Kim, I love you. I live for Kim Kardashian. I love her. I can find no wrong. Like last season, yeah, I had a little issue with Kim and the way she was acting with the whole Chris Humphrey thing because I knew that relationship was going nowhere. I knew it was just like you could see it. I'm one of those people who can see things, and I seen it all in your face, Kim. You just wasn't there, and I completely got it. I'm so glad you got out of it. However, not. I'm not one to knock your relationship with Kanye. Ooh, okay. I'm not one to knock your relationship with Kanye West, and it's not jealousy speaking, but I'm just saying, I'm a pretty nice guy, I think, and if at any point it doesn't work out and you just want to, live in a nice small town, which I don't think you plan on doing anytime soon, but if you do, well, Cleveland is not small. Well, it's small enough, but I'm here in Cleveland, or I can move to LA. I'll be moving to LA next year, so I'll be there, and we can, talk, chat, go lunch or whatever it is. Um, yeah, this is turning into me recording Kim Kardashian video. Okay, sorry. Let's go to the next Kardashian. Let's talk to Chloe. Hey, Chloe, come on, Chloe, take a seat. Because I had an issue last week or a couple of weeks ago with you and your whole. I admire Chloe for a couple of things. I admire that she totally submits herself to her husband and her life as a Kardashian or an Odom Kardashian, or how does that go? Your last name moves to your middle name and is Odom. So she's a Kardashian Odom, Khloe Kardashian Odom. So I completely admire you for that, and it's a beautiful thing to see y'all together and happy and in love. 3 years, I think it's 3 years I've been married, and people just knew it wasn't gonna work, and you were proving them wrong. However, submitting to your husband to the point where you have to completely cut your family off, like you were doing a couple of episodes ago, I was like, mm-mm, not cool, Chloe, not cool. And I'm sure Lamar will understand you taking a little time off from him to chill with your sisters and your brother, Rob. I just want to talk to him next because sorry. But however, I do admire you. I do. You're a beautiful woman, and I love you to death. Okay, we'll go through the sisters first. Courtney, Courtney. I'm not even sure where to start when I even address Courtney because Courtney at one time was my favorite. she had Kim beat at one point in life. And I loved Courtney so much because she was the one who said exactly how things were. That printer just scared the shit out of me. She said things exactly the way they were. She didn't sugarcoat stuff. She was the one that I came to talk to when I needed you, Courtney, were the one I came to talk to when I needed some real shit. You were that one. Now, I got over the fact that clearly you're not gonna leave Scott. Totally. I'm done trying to tell you that you need to find someone else who's gonna completely love you and things of that nature. Because clearly there's something in your mind that just says, I will not leave Scott. I will not leave Scott. Bestow the fact that you clearly stated on a couple of episodes ago that you were miserable and you can't stand Scott. Yet you have now little baby Penelope, who is a product of you and Scott. After after the first time he cheered back in their days, that was one thing. But after, well, I don't know if he cheated again, but that was the one that was publicized. We don't know what he did behind closed doors. I'm just saying. But I just want Courtney to be happy and loved for her. And I do love the fact that you completely and totally are, everything is about your children. Everything is about Mason and now Penelope. I wish you would change her name, but it is what it is. If you like Penelope, I love it. So, moving on. There's not really much to talk about Kendall and Kylie. They're just so cute and fun. I love them too. So we're gonna skip them. Let us talk about Mr. the man of it all, Robert. Robert. I started to, appreciate Rob's presence again last season, or hell, almost at the beginning of this season, because I kind of felt sorry for him because he's like the only brother in this family of all girls, and he has to take stuff from them about being a Slav kebab and a pushover, and no one, he does nothing, and he's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the people who moocher? He's a moocher. They call him a moocher. They say you need to get yourself a job, stuff like that. I was feeling for him for a second. Then I watched yesterday's episode. So let me explain to y'all the situation. Rob was trying to buy him a home, a space. He had an apartment, but apparently he wanted a house. So he couldn't get a house because he didn't have the finances to do so. Cool, got it. So you ask Lamar if you can move back in with her and Chloe, him and Chloe, excuse me. So Lamar, because Lamar and Rob are like two peas in a goddamn pod, said yes. So you move in, you move your stuff, all your stuff out of your apartment that you were in already, and move in with Chloe and Lamar. You compile all of your shit into their garage, where it's looking like they have a playpen or a playhouse in their garage for little tiny. Y'all ever made like a little like forts out of boxes? We were creative children around here, so we made little forts out of boxes and stuff. That's what it looked like in their garage. And then you were just like completely and totally rude about the entire situation. You were disrespectful. BTW, you're living in your sister's house now again, because this is the second time. Again, with Chloe and Lamar, rent free. You ain't have to pay for shit. You ain't gotta do nothing but live and be a Kardashian. That's fucking it. So, this is the first time he's done this. This is, like I said, he's done this before. He moved in with Chloe and Lamar to save money, and it was a problem last time because he was taking advantage of the people who worked for Chloe and Lamar, and he was just like doing nothing all day and going out and partying all night. That's an issue for me, Rob. Hi. If you Dancing with the Stars was fun. You made it damn far, and I believe you should have won, actually. I was rooting for you, but At some point, it's time to, and I agree, Bruce said it best. It's time for you to grow the fuck up. If you can't afford a house, then guess what? Keep your ass in that apartment where you were. Why do you feel the need to want? I mean, I understand you want a house. You want to, you want to make a statement that you have a house. I get it. I do. I want a condo. One day I want a condo. I don't know when it's gonna be. It probably won't be no time soon, but I want one eventually. Am I gonna leave my apartment or where I am here now with my parents and be like, look, I'm going to find me a condo, and until I find one, I'm gonna go live with my brother and live rent free and totally disrupt his whole house decorum? That's not gonna happen. I might as well stay the hell here or where I'm staying presently. You get it? In your case, you might as well stay in your apartment. You can stay in your apartment. He was living amongst his means already. That's why it seems he ain't got no money. Not to mention, Dancing with the Stars cuts one check. It's up to you to, follow up, do appearances and stuff like that, and keep making money off of it. But Dancing with the Stars, once you sign on down the line, they cut your check and that's your season check. So that's all I have to say to Rob. I hope you get right with God and do it now, and your sister, and I hope they don't put you out again because I know Courtney don't want you living with her because I really don't think Courtney likes Rob at all. But that's beyond the point. Who do we not talk about? Chris. I'm putting my glasses back on for her because last night, when I tell y'all last night, Kris Jenner is admirable for what she's done for the Kardashian brand. She's turned that name into this multi-million-dollar empire that no one's ever seen before from a reality show family. I'm giving her all the credit. I might even stand up and clap for her for that. However, last night, this totally pissed me off last night. Okay, so Bruce. Y'all know Bruce, her husband. Bruce likes to play golf. Kris is a girly girl who doesn't like to play golf. So Bruce is playing golf with some lady named Ann, what was her name? Everhart, something like that? Something Everhart. Beautiful girl. Beautiful lady. Well, she's a lady. She's older. So, what happened to the screen? Oh my God. What happened? Oh, okay, my screen went black. I got scared. So, Kris decides, because Bruce is spending so much time playing golf with Ann Everhart, that she's going. And wait, BTW, sidebar, hold that thought. Just friends with Ann Everhart. No history, no past relationships. Just met her ass on the golf course. Kris decides, because she's feeling a little needy, that she's going to go and spark up a new flame with her ex-boyfriend, whom of which helped in the creation of her leaving Robert Kardashian, deceased, R.I.P., Sr., and justified it with that reason. She used that reason as justification to go and talk and have this spark up this relationship or newfound friendship with her ex-boyfriend, whom of which essentially wrecked your marriage that you were happy in. Clearly you weren't that happy because you cheated in the first place. Kris, I'm talking to you now. I was just talking to y'all just to get y'all side, but I'm talking to Kris now. But talking, listen here. It's clear you weren't happy in the first place. Yeah, there might have been, a mistake and things of that nature. I completely understand we make mistakes and stuff like that. But for you to, I lost so much respect for her after last night. Y'all should have seen my fingers going off on Twitter. My thumbs were ready to fall off. I was going off on the keyboard. Because she just took me over the edge of glory. And I was like, did she seriously just say, I'm going to meet with my ex-boyfriend because I'm feeling a little left out and Bruce is always playing golf with Ann Everhart? He's fucking playing golf. It's not like he's at her house sipping on Merlot and slow dancing to Anne Hathaway. That would be different. Then, yes, You break out the ex-boyfriend. Maybe. Well, yeah, well, Soul Dancing, Merlot, and Hathaway, you're cheating. So, yeah, then you break out the ex-boyfriend. But until then, you seriously went and sparked this up with your ex-boyfriend just because Bruce was playing golf with some lady. That was the most childish, stupid thing I've ever heard. And you think you feel regret after, and you would think after what you did to Robert, you wouldn't want to have that emotion again. But you went and did the same thing to Bruce with the same guy. And he whispering all in your ear and shit. Sweet nothings. I was like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Ooh, this video's 15 minutes. Let me sum it up because I gotta talk to Bruce and Scott and then I'm done. Bruce Bruce has gotten better. Because I used to think Bruce was a complete and total stick in the mud, but he still has his ear pierced. He got points for that on me. Um, I actually like Scott now. I didn't like Scott before. Scott, you pissed me off on countless occasions. You really pissed me off when you were in Miami acting a fool. But you totally got yourself together. You're not like a slob kebab anymore. Well, to an extent, you clearly are because you go out with Rob and things. But I respect you a lot more because you're stepping up, being the father to Mason, and now Penelope. I'm gonna call her something else. I'm gonna call her Princess or something because Penelope just does not work for me at all. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm. Hey Mason, hi Penelope, goo goo gaga. Because I'm sure that's all she could say if she could say anything. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. This is 17 minutes. If you watch this, I love you. Thank you guys. Y'all rock. Catch it. All right, y'all.